Hello once again everyone, welcome back to Retro Game Challenge. Last stream we unlocked our newest and biggest game yet. That being of course the big RPG of our big potpourri of every video game genre that you can play on an NES Guadia Quest. And then proceeded to completely ignore it so that we could go beat some other games instead. See? We beat it. But today, with an entire stream to dedicate to this one game, I think it's about time we dig our teeth into my favorite game on this collection. It's Guadia Quest. And it has a manual. Guadia Quest. Feast of the Mad King. Okay, so this game is not popular, it does not have a lot going on under the hood. But there is one detail about this game that has bothered basically everybody since it came out. Look at the party member on the far left of this box art. Now, if you'll remember, we read the first magazine we got out of Guadia Quest yesterday. And somewhere in here... See, on this page, it reads... Let's blow this up for you. There are 24 different magic spells in Guadia Quest. Your female party member is weak physically. Note the emphasis. Your female party member. But looking back at the box art manual art of Guadia Quest... Actually, that's another thing. That's another thing I would change if I had infinite monies. I would give us box art, because, God. I want to see bad box art haggle, man. But anyway. That's obviously a girl, right? I mean, she's got, like, a bob cut and everything. If you look at the in-game graphics, it looks kinda more like a samurai helmet, but at this specific angle, with her facing inside profile, you could see it does flare up. It is meant to be hair. Is it a man? Is it a woman? It's probably not an NB, I'm sorry to say. This game is supposed to be from the 80s. Does it matter? Not in the least. Does it bother me anyway? That it does. But enough of that. Before you embark on your adventures, to our Guadia Quest patrons. First and foremost, we would like to thank you for purchasing Guadia Quest, Feast of the Mad King. We humbly request that you read over this manual to ensure a fun and fulfilling adventure. Coelacanth Incorporated. I appreciate its manual too. The little, before you embark on your adventures, them taking the plot ever so slightly more seriously, just a tiny bit more seriously, because that's generally how most of the first games that cared about their plot at all came about. The logo in the top right corner, I think that was... There's a chance that's been in previous games and I've just been missing it, but... You know... that one looks better. The sort of parchmenty effect. This would probably be a decent collector's item if this was a real game. But of course, we must discuss our plot. The prologue. An epic of adventure of a lifetime awaits you. Long ago, a hero brought peace to the land with the power of Guadias. Now, darkness has engulfed the world again. The King of Centran has called upon the hero's descendants to save the world. Again. Again. Damn it, that's the third time this week. Anyway, here's a map. Your adventure begins at Centran Castle. Every time you cross into another area, stronger monsters will appear. Take your time to level up before exploring. Northern enemies are more lethal, so we want to go south when the game begins. That's probably where the game wants us to go, which means it's probably also where our quest marker is, the town of Timbuktu. And this here, this is a good world map. I like world maps, I collect them. Like video game world maps. The real world is boring, no one likes the real world. Now controls, you've played Dragon Quest, you know how to play an RPG. Press start or continue on the title screen to start or continue. Yeah, a lot of this is just very basic. Have you ever played an RPG before? You probably know all this already. Deets. When you're in town, remember to talk to people and buy shit. When you're on the field, you can talk to people, check your own stats, check your own items. Our item cap is only 63 total, and we can't stack items, so this is going to be a slightly more demanding on the inventory management than you're probably used to from games like Final Fantasy or Tales. Now we can cast spells on the field, but only healing and warps, and buffs, and enemy repellents. If you have a pact with a god, you can check its appearance and stats, and we can look at stuff. Look is also how you open chests, because we hadn't figured out how to map that to a single button yet. When in battle, you can step things, you can run away, you can offer pacts, and we do have an auto-battle feature, and it's halfway competent. You might see me use that a lot when we're grinding. From the attack menu, you can attack. Shocking, I know. Cast magic, use items, or defend. And here's our big elevator pitch. Guadias will support you in battle. Once you make a pact with a monster, it will act as your Guadia, and serve in battle as a dependable support unit. The Guadia will act based on the battle situation and help when the heroes are in trouble. I'll explain that in more detail when we actually get a Guadia. When an ally fights in battle, the only way to revive them is at the apothecary in the castle or casting the resurrection spell. Invisits will not cure death. That's somehow more realistic and yet it feels wrong. If everyone dies, we are operating on Dragon Quest rules. You do not lose any progress, but you do get transported back to the castle and lose half of all of the gold you were carrying at the time. Which is bad. Because money can be exchanged for goods and services. I've read a few manuals in my day, and Q&As weren't part of what made RPGs, or manuals in general, like, a thing. But anyway, they're actually explaining something useful this time. Whenever I attack, a bunch of marks show up, but I don't understand what they are. Well, little Timmy, every weapon has 5 different marks that make up a chain of 8 that dictate performance. Go to item, read the info. You should check every new weapon you get. Again, that's another thing I'll explain later. My item menu is now completely full with items and treasure I found while playing. Well, you rich prick, you can only carry up to 63 items, so sell old or unused items at stores for money. The item total also includes all the equipment everyone is equipped with. So yeah, 63 item cap does include all of the things you have equipped currently. They're not messing around today. I can't figure out what to do next. Where do I go? What do I do? Help me, I'm lost and confused. If you're not sure where to go next, talk to the king. You can always trust your local authority figure. You should probably look at stuff at some point. I don't know, I just work here. We have a list of items, but it is not comprehensive. That we have jerky, burrito T-bones, progressively stronger healing items, unicorn tears, I presume, remedies and elixirs. Unicorn tears heal everyone, remedy and elixirs are MP restores. Boom seeds explode things, wind bits explode everyone, and Mjolnir explodes everything by a lot. Awfully convenient that all 3 of our party are worthy of wielding it. Naga Pints will res people, Naga Wings will warp people to Centron Castle. They're not as useful as they sound for reasons I will go into later. Incense is enemy repellent. Figs are max stat ups. There are versions, they only list life figs here, but there are versions of them for every stat in the game. Orbs make Guadias weaker, which is very useful for packed battles. Getting strong Guadias is good. Surprise. Grim coins cast instant death. Titanium buys and sells for the same price. It's meant to be used as like a portable bank. You buy a shitload of titanium or silver or gold or other precious metals. Because reality is an illusion and the universe is a hollow, you should buy gold. Buy! And then if you die, you won't lose all your shit. Red cow is a reference I don't understand, but it cures the sleep status effects. Magic. The ones that with heal in the title heal you. I'm sure you're shocked. Megra and Degra are progressively stronger versions of the deal damage to one enemy spell. Ragua and Magda deal damage to all enemies. Get Up is recover from sleep. I'm Up is revive. Do not get those confused. I've made that mistake and it was a tragic results. Die now makes things die now, except it usually doesn't. Warp lets you warp to places you've been already. You will get this easy early enough that you will not spend a lot of time walking around on the world map to unknown places. Funko Pops, much like in real life, are absolute repellent. Faster makes you walk faster. And there's a whole lot more, but beyond that we're gonna have to do some reverse engineering. To ensure an exciting adventure, please turn off the console before changing cartridges. Keep both the cartridge and the console away from extreme conditions. And don't take them apart. No, not even to install your region lock converter. Do not touch the terminal connector directly, do not put things in water. And all people, places, items, and events portrayed in Guadia Quest are fictional. Except, ironically enough, for Nagas. But that's enough of that. We know what it is. Now it's time to play.
Game on!
A game by Coelacanth. In an age long past, there lived a legendary knight who brought peace to the land by using beings called Guadias. People read slowly back then. When peace returned, the knight went into seclusion, hoping his powers would never be used for evil. Peace reigned over the world. Heaven, the underworld, and the land of men all coexist in harmony. Centuries have passed, and once again, a threat has emerged to destroy the peace obtained so long ago. The King of Cintron, ruler of the land of men, called upon the scions of the Stone Knights. This tale, for good or ill, now moves towards its inexorable climax. That's an awfully ominous note to end on. Come on, it's an NES RPG. We're gonna go out, we're gonna shank the evil Demon King, and we're all gonna go home. I wonder if the Guadia Quest Overture is as famous in the RGC verse as like the Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy Overtures are in real life. You can see even the Coelacanth logo as that one red letter as a sort of spin on the old World is Square logo. Alright, naming our characters. I don't really have anything prepared, and we need 3 names, so I can't just name one of them Mitsu and one of them Midori. I guess you can be... this is supposed to be like a throwback. I guess we can do, naming them after... Yeah, let's name them after classic RPG characters. This can be Aleph, which was portrayed as the canon name of the Dragon Quest I protagonist in multiple different sources, novels, CDs.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I think I might be misremembering this, but I feel like Zest... No, goddammit, I'm gonna feel bad if I get this wrong. I'm gonna look this up. Give me 1 second. To the wiki! Alright, the first game... Come on, give me some names. Oh, don't be so mean, you child. You person. Alright, here we are. Damn it, I was wrong. And it's a 5-letter name, too. So it can't fit into our... Yeah, okay, this was the original Japanese name. It'll have to do, it's what fits. Zest was the name given to the warrior from Final Fantasy I in the novelization of the first 3 games, Memory of Heroes. Unfortunately, the English localization changed his name to Setra, which, granted, does sound more like a name a human might have, but is not anything that would fit in our only 4-letter gap. And when you're talking about female protagonists in NES games, or 8-bit games, I should say, Alice Landale is really your only option.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I know, it's so clever. Anyway, now we're here in the castle, which appears to be floating in the void between worlds. Excuse you, I'm floating in the void between worlds. Get your own gimmick. I thank you for coming, descendants of the legendary knights. You know, considering how many centuries it's been, I don't know if it's more convenient that they found all of the knights' descendants, despite not having invented paternity tests yet, or that this famous warrior only has 3 descendants across the entire gene pool of the human race. I am king of the nation of Centron, in case you somehow hadn't picked up on that. The underworld broke the ancient treaty and plot to end the world. They have taken my only daughter and are holding her hostage. There's a dungeon west of here, known as the Dungeon of Darkness. They say the Dark Lord lies deep within. My brave champions, find my daughter and save the kingdom. Take this with you. You'll need it to buy equipment. Wow, 500 ducats! Thanks, your majesty. Good to know you're not a cheapskate. Take this journal with you as well. Use it to record your adventures. I suggest you record your progress often. Now, my champions, good luck and Godspeed. Would they have let you say that in an NES game? I mean, they were really touchy about letting you write, you know, anything that represented religion. You couldn't even have two bars over each other. Okay, you are just looping your dialogue. Hello, Mr. Chancellor. The legendary knight has the ability to befriend Guardias. As descendant of the knight, you have this power as well. There are two types of monsters, ones with brains and honor, and others who won't communicate nor cooperate. Try to propose a pact with these intelligent monsters.
Interesting.
Is it now? And here we have a guard. Tread softly, don't pick your nose, and never call him dude. Show respect to His Majesty. Look, I'm sorry, it's allergy season and you don't have a bathroom in this place, so I can't go grab any tissues. Anyway, what does the old sage have to say? It was long ago. An epic battle between Sentron, Heaven, and the Underworld ensued. The balance of the world waned, dooming all existence. The legendary knight then came and saved the world. And of course, this may be set in vague Western European castle town, but what would a Japanese game be without a Mato? Now hold still and let me talk to you. His Majesty's been so pale ever since Her Highness disappeared. Riveting. I want to document. Hey, dude. This gate is sealed by a powerful dark force. The peace offering from the underworld is locked away here. And as he said, the door with the emblem of the underworld. Door securely locked. And like I was saying, I watched a documentary about how buildings are held together the other day. Riveting. This door also will not open. A door, the celestial emblem. The door is securely locked. Anything over here? My goodness, the great outdoors. La di di da. Nothing beats fresh air. Really? Not even carbon poisoning? Not even fire? Not even ice or lightning? Anyway, at least we have permission to use these items, so we're not stealing anything just yet. Yay! Yeah, you found a treasure chest. So well hidden, too. Got some joy key. A remedy. And a warp. It's not even gonna tell us what the remedy does. You don't even have a door in this place. This is just completely open air. Look how short the walls are. Welcome to the castle. Oh man, I'll never get tired of saying that. Got promoted from water boy to gatewatch. I am stoked. Anyway, now his job is to tell us welcome to Corneria. Here we have the item shop and the weapon shop. Money is tight and items and equipables last longer. Welcome to the armory. What'd you like? Alright, you watch your language. But yes, there's a lot of items here and we can't afford a whole lot. The best offense is a good offense, so let's buy some weapons. Especially since how armor is hideously expensive. I want the bastard sword. And a rapier. Let's check these out. The bastard sword can only be equipped to our warrior, but it's very good. The old sword is useless to us now. The rapier is slightly less good than the old sword, but it can be equipped to our middle jack-of-all-trades. Zest isn't really anything, they're just kind of a bit of everything. Now we can sell some shit. Hey, would you like this old sword? Yeah, it looks pretty thrashed. I'll get you 16 ducats for it. And... hey, you want this knife? Thanks, this looks pretty good after all.
Interesting.
Sleazy. And now... to buy a fine dirk indeed. And with that, we are now officially God, I haven't played this in a while. Alright. Yeah, no. The dirk is even worse than, you know, the rapier, but it is the only weapon he sells that we can equip to our white mage. You can probably tell from just looking at the potential equipment everyone can equip, but our setup is pretty traditional RPG. The party member in front is capable of equipping heavy weapons and heavy armor, but is pretty not great magically. The one in the middle is kind of mediocre at everything, but not exquisite at anything. And the only party member we have explicit confirmation is a woman is our healer, and our magic user, which is significantly more important. Welcome to Itemorama, home of the Itemorama. What can I get you today? What tonics do again? I don't remember. I know they're not permanent, but I want to know if they do anything of consequence whatsoever. Yeah, stop yelling at me. Boy, I sure do love watching slow animations just to do shit. There yet. There yet. So tonics affect everybody. That could be good. This early in don't want any incense this early on, because fighting dudes is gonna get us strong enough that we won't die instantly once we leave the starting area. I'll buy one drumstick, just to make sure we don't die. Hey, old timer, what's your story? Each weapon has different attributes. Some hit light, but accurately, while some weapons are unwieldy, but powerful. Knowing which weapon to wield in battle is key. So yeah, this is our big gimmick that is not Guadia based. You can see their fine dirk here, for example, has a base stat of +6, but it also has this array of numbers. And every time you attack with this weapon, you will wind up having to roll on essentially a slot machine, and what you pull determines what you get. Here we can see a majority of the time it will just do the basics. It has a slight chance of doing slightly worse, a slight chance of doing a bit better. This is a very consistent middle-of-the-road weapon. By contrast, say, the Bastard Sword has more than one type of crits, but also has a chance to miss. and the differences between all of its pulls are significantly different. There is, of course, no way to check this without spending money on it, so, hope you're good at guessing. Anyway, look at this duck. Hello there, sir. I'm talking to you. What was I now? Speaking with a duck. I'm actually a human. I turned myself into a duck by choice. It's not bad. Swim around, quack a bit. Uh-huh, indeed, how do you know? Hey, he's living his best life, don't screw with him. Hey, who's this guy? My shadow is weak. I stay in the shade so it'll gain substance. Cool. You know what an 8 is, you've played video games before. Unlike Timbuktu, there's so much to do here. Huh? You've never been to Timbuktu? It's way, way south of here. Not much to do there, so I decided to move here, to Zentran.
Interesting.
Is it now? Anyway, what's your story, kid? Hey, little Timmy. You're the heroes? You must be joking. No, Joe King is the author of those horror novels. He's a different guy entirely. Here lies the royal ancestors of ages past. Aleph should pay respects.
Whoopee.
Yep, I hope you like walking up spiral staircases in real time. This is a tall tower, and at the top, it's a monolith of some sort. When darkness engulfs the land, the mirror shows the true way. Well, that was useful. Anyway, now you have to walk back down. Just roll your thumb all over the D-pad. That's right, Mitsu, everyone believes in you. Well, with that, we've officially exhausted everything there is to do now, so you know what time it is. Time to grind. Come on, Dal, we're level 1. We have 40 hit points. Come on. Anyway, let's just walk around a bit. And pixies are actually not our default enemies, because we saw these first. Pixies are kinda shitty, but they also do know magic, which at this point of the game will fuck us over quite thoroughly, so... As you can see, the slot machines are rolling. If you can actually control this, I don't know how. I'm pretty sure it's just completely random number generator, and that is just a visual effect. Anyway, time to die. Pixies do not hit hard. Swing, bada bada, hey bada bada, swing. Exactly down the middle. For 9 points of damage. Dang it. Ironically, the fact that we can miss it all means we might wind up doing less damage per second than anyone else with our heaviest hitter. This will be a recurring element all throughout the game. But sometimes you crit, and when you crit, the enemies die.
Hey.
It's a really classic RPG, so we're going to be leveling up kinda slowly. Hope you don't mind. Anyway, here's our most default enemy. The frog. He's a wee frog, and it dies if you stab him. Not as strong, so I'm gonna get this pixie first. Just in case.
Alright!
The guy, yeah, wow, 1 damage and a crit. Alex, so useful. I can't wait till you learn some magic. But yeah, like I said, pixies do have, as we've seen, it's completely random whether they use it or they use their shitty weak attacks, but they can go for the stabby stabs. Anyway, trying to boil this frog in a pot. Froggies are very slightly stronger than Pixies, not by much.
Good.
And oh my god, we leveled up. We suck slightly less now.
Yes.
Unlimited power! Yes, we do get healing magic pretty early on, at least. Surprisingly enough, not from our white mage. We just keep on strutting around. And the Megapede is our slightly stronger enemy. Which means it's good EXP. Time to... It is, however, kinda freaky. Ouch. And just in case... Knowing my luck, he's gonna hit you again, so...
Yes.
Let's make sure we don't die to our first excursion. And no risk. Oh god, why are the experience levels unbalanced? That's gonna bother me for the rest of the game now. Anyway, let's find some more guys to kill. I do not remember offhand exactly how good we want to be before we venture into the next area. But we're already strong enough that pixies can no longer hurt us. You can see battles are already going by a hair quicker.
Alright.
And yet we grow stronger still. Prota is our protection Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Are we going on auto battle? Makes things die very quickly. But again, there's no point in risking it. Killing magic's decently cheap at this level. Now, one effect that we can see is that over on the sides of the map, our side portraits will in fact change dependent on... Ow. Depending on what area we are in when we hit the battle start trigger. You know what specific type of tile we're on, this is the basic grassland. If we move over here into the forest, and walk around a bit, everybody. The team, same enemies, but now we are in a forest. And Alice still cannot hit with any damage.
Yes.
Scrawny girl needs to get some meat on her bones. We've already seen the desert animation over on the sides of the castle. But if after we finish killing this guy...
Hey. Huh?
Froggy had a treasure chest! Yeah, it's weird enough that when we fight like individual bad guys and they just drop, you know, I presume packaged beef jerky. But in this game, they carry entire chests with singular pieces of jerky on them. Oh, we can cross small rocks, but not large rocks. Small rocks are the sort of badlands, I guess. You can see here that the area you get to when you go to them look like Mad Max. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Yeah!
Easy. Good.
Okay. So we're only getting our very earliest tastes of the world map at this point.
Serious?
Ow, 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 ow.
Yes.
Okay, time to hit up the inn. Time to hit up the inn. The inn, fortunately, is, as ever, very cheap. You can also see as we go around, they did create separate sprites for Party Member 1 and Party Member 2, facing left and right. Don't you feel sleep? Enjoy your stay. If only 10 ducats, that's like 10 frogs. And if you can't kill frogs, who can you kill? Anyway, we're rich enough that I think we can afford some amount of new armor. No. Oh man. Clothes are more expensive than guns. What is this? Fantasy America? I'll go outside, walk around a little. That bridge seems like a pretty clear dividing line. I don't like that we're getting our asses kicked by pixies, so let's show this off a bit more. 3 XP, 8 ducats. We are only seeing the very beginnings of our world map here, but like I've said, I really like RPG world maps just in general. It's just something about the aesthetic of just these big repeating sprite sheets of, you know, grassy beaches, desert mountains. I don't know, something about that makes me feel good.
Whoa!
The frogger? The frogger is a wee beast. Part of me suspects, after having played this game for a while, that the enemies actually do, get more likely to take critical hits and less likely to miss as you level up and get stronger in comparison to them. But, like, I haven't, you know, cracked into the game's code and tested it or anything. I'm not from the computer department. I do autopsies on humans, not malfunctioning computers. But yeah, I like world maps. I've mentioned this a few times. I am not old enough to have genuine nostalgic memories for NES games, so this is purely an aesthetic attraction. But you know, now we got some more jerky. More frog jerky, delicious. Yeah, my actual nostalgia period is for, like... Honestly, my nostalgia period is like the PlayStation 2, but... I think my favorite game aesthetic... Okay, how strong are the enemies over here? Is the 32-bit era... The PlayStation 1, the Sega Saturn... I know we're finally getting to the level of technology that, like, PS1 horror games are starting to become a thing. And, like, those are great, don't get me wrong. I love those very much, but I think my favorite aesthetic is the sort of extremely high-def 2D games. Like your very early Ateliers, your Artanelicos, your... How much money do we have? 300, not yet, not yet. Keep on walking around. A singular pixie. You came to the wrong neighborhood. Your Strider 2s.
Whoa!
Yeah. Honestly, there's no reason we can't make games like that today.
Whoa!
I mean, there's no reason we can't make any sort of retro game today, that's how. That is, in fact, how progress works, but... I don't know, I kind of feel like That's an aesthetic that would make sense, like not even needing to do like pseudo-retro justifications, just... Ooh, a crazed orc. Sprite makes him look like he doesn't have any eyes, and I don't know if that's intentional. Anyway, how hard do you hit? And we're only hitting mediocre on our end. That's not good. I have the utmost faith that we can kill him first, though. There we go.
Easy! Yes!
And we got a level up for our troubles. That's good. What else is good? Not dying. Now we're not quite ready to go on that side of the tracks yet. But I mean, like, even all the big anime-style games are all done in, like, 3D with cell shading nowadays. That's not a bad look, but somehow I don't know, I miss games that look like the Man Up series around that time. I mean, I get why they never caught on in the same way, you know, 4-color sprites and chiptune music did. They're way cheaper to make. Which is good for corporations, hello Capcom, because they save you money, but people still buy them because, hey, they're retro now, and they're good for indie devs because they don't have the resources. But man, did they look good. Oh, this is the millipede. He is astounding. We stabbed him clean in the chest with a rapier, and he didn't even feel it. Like this little... What is this, a hammer? You look around, but there's nothing there. This little bay area here.
Whoa!
It's just a nice little detail that feels slightly more true to life. Let's see, what else can we talk about? World maps. What are my favorite world maps? I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy VII world map. It's very dark and grassy, it looks nice, and hey, the Chocobo Island is shaped like a chocobo. That's, if you don't think that's good, you're wrong, I'm sorry. Hey, what can I buy from you? Can I buy a shield? Yes, that's what I want, that's why I asked for it. Oh boy, a whole point. Oh boy, a whole point. Now let me sell you some shit. Hey, you want this singular glove? Nope, that's all. And as I was about to say, there was an SNES game. I think it was...
Whoa!
It wasn't Tenkai Makyo Zero. Oh, God. God, someone remind me to look this up after stream. There was a series whose whole pitch was that it was set in a fantasy world that was just a Japan as imagined by foreigners. And so it got a corresponding spin-off that was set in America as inspired by the Japanese. And as an American, I find that very humorous. So you got a world map that was like Carl's Back Cavern being portrayed as, you know, an underground route like the tunnels in Pokemon. You had Native Americans who were portrayed as, you know, living in the secluded village like elves. Chicago was just a singular... Chicago consisted in its entirety of a giant evil black tower like Sauron's. Las Vegas was just the golden saucer for Final Fantasy VII, which, I mean, that's actually just true to life, though. It was very fun. I'll post it to my Twitter after we're done streaming.
Whoa!
You can button mash through the auto scroll. If you want it to go by even quicker, that will not deactivate auto. Yep, skip text is A, auto scroll is B. This swamp. Oh my god, it's Frogger! One of the most influential video game characters ever made. His game released on the PlayStation 1. It's really fucking hard, actually. I never beat it. You beat it? I don't think so. If you say you did, I won't believe you. Anyway, what are you doing in my swamp? You shouldn't be there, it will deal damage.
Whoa!
He is the Megapede, he is astounding.
Whoa!
He's not even strong enough to hurt us anymore, that's cool. Ow, 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 ow. Yes, please keep using your attacks on my tank. I appreciate it very much.
Easy! Yes!
When in doubt, just grind until you gain levels. And now we like to move it, move it. This is the way we came in. Here we have a large mountain range. What does it matter? I don't know. But it does give us a chance to fight these mysterious red mountain frogs. Take that, you fool. 20 ducats for our showing. The bridge over there. But first, we want to go back this way. That looks an awful lot like a Timbuktu to me. Why are you grey? You live in a forest, shouldn't you be green? With your brown pants atop, you blend in better. Also, why are you attacking me?
Yes! Easy!
Like, I get that you're an orc, but you're just one dude alone. I've never done anything to you. It's uncalled for, anyway. Welcome to Timbuktu. I am the head of the Nakuchi clan. We've lived here for ages. Holy duck! Those weapons you're carrying are awesome! In the Dungeon of Darkness, there's a demon on level 4. A warrior challenged him but was slain in battle. Before he died, he took the secret path by a crack in a wall. I don't know how I know this. How did you recover his body if the demon is so scary? His body now molders in the cemetery. Such a waste of life. Anyway, you. Traveler, how rare. This is Timbuk Inn. It's 5 ducats to stay. Thanks. Sweet dreams. That is, as you will notice, 5 ducats cheaper than it is at the Centran Inn. And given that we have the warp spell already, and it only costs 1 gold, if you're feeling cheeky, you can warp here, heal up to get all of your HP and MP back, then warp where you're going and you'll only lose 1 MP. Which, like, what were you gonna do with that? Anyway, here's a dock. Aklaff! Indeed. Wank wank. Absolutely riveting conversation. Anyway, look at this lady. Oh my, we have guests! Be sure to try some of our exotic duck dishes while we're here.
Whoopee!
So this whole town revolves around ducks. Anyway, now we can talk to the graveyard duck. Maybe it'll help us live longer. Quack. Indeed. Alright, who died recently? Here lies a great warrior. Nakuchi clan tomb. Well, it can't be that big a clan if there's only one guy there. Here lies a mediocre chef. A pitiful waste of a human life. Anyway, we are here now. So we should probably save our game.
Time for some homework?
You open your journal to mark your progress. Save your progress up to this point? Yes. Made a note in the journal and save the current data. Yay! We made progress. Took us a full hour this time. Yeah, those RPGs hit differently. Huh? I fell asleep. What? I was talking? No way, I can't sleep talk. You're getting your gameplay mechanics mixed up with your gameplay again. Anyway, how far did you get? What's your level now? Go on, show me the game. You found Timbuktu already? Guadia Quest has pretty strong enemies, so I'll suffer a bit more. Anyway, your next challenge is this! Raise your 3 party members to level 7. Save after you're done to end the challenge. Play Guadia Quest and make everyone in your party level 7 or higher. You can fight strong enemies to do this quickly, or you can be safe and fight weaker enemies and level up slower. Either way is okay. It's totally up to you. So you better get started. I do not report in. Dude, what level are you at now? Found out something cool about Guadia Quest. I heard this from a friend. You know there's a swamp to the east of Timbuktu, right? I heard that if you throw away weapons there, a godlike creature shows up and gives you stronger weapons. With stronger weapons, you'd beat the game so much faster. But then... you told me this is a big fat lie, so don't bet on it. Yeah, I don't feel like spending our slowly accumulating money on something like this, so I'll just spoil it now. He is lying. If you throw your weapons in the swamp, you will get your weapons lost to the swamp. But hey, it's actually a funny detail. Plus, it's very true to life from someone living in the pre-internet age. Hey, what are your thoughts? You know how comedians are... yeah, we've had this conversation already. But if there was a sit-down comic, wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't you just laugh until your intestines spilled out through your nose? Wouldn't that just be the funniest thing you've ever heard in your entire life? I don't know, would it? I don't know. I think it'd be kind of funny. Next time I'll tell you jokes while sitting down, okay? As opposed to every other time. That Doc sure talks a lot. Oh, you're just like him, yeah, I personally think my mom talks a whole lot more than me. Well, if there's only so many hours in the day, we shouldn't spend all of them whiling away the hours.
Game on!
Let's get back on that Grindset. Okay, rise and grind, children. It is time to... what do you have to sell to me? A weapons store here. But as he says, they sell really cheap burritos. In the end, isn't that what life's about? No. No, it isn't. Alright, we seem to have a pretty solid grasp on... oh, we're most of the way there already. I hadn't even realized. Ow. Wait, why do you deal so much more damage now? What the hell? Whatever it is, the orc is dead now. I may have groaned a bit too much. But since we're most of the way there already, there's no need to go far afield. This challenge will be done in just a hot second. Man, remember in the like
Whoa!
fairly recent past in gaming terms,
Easy!
when they tried to reimagine Frogger as like this humanoid Banjo-Kazooie type protagonist? That was fucked. Who thought that was a good idea? Anyway, Aleph can't hit the broadside of a barn. I don't know why he's our warrior. But hey, that orc's dead now. And hey, we cleared the challenge already. You know what that means? Hey, I know I just left, but can I take another nap?
Let's go!
Clear the challenge. Hooray, we did it. My god. So what's your level now? Well, gee, now I wonder. Dude, I found a place that's super good for leveling. Enemies there give lots of experience points when beat. Well, I'm not gonna tell you where it is. Looking for it is half the fun. The battles got a bit easier after you leveled up, right? I mean, yeah, that is generally how this works. Let's pick up the pace and keep moving. Your next challenge is this. Get 1,000 ducats. My god, I'll be rich. Accumulate at least 10,000 ducats in Guadia Quest. How you get those ducats is completely up to you. You can always go with the most efficient plan, but putting more effort into the game will make your adventure an experience to remember. By the way, I love your characters. I don't understand this running gag, chat, and I'm not ashamed to tell you that. As always, I bought the latest issue of Game Fan magazine. Chicago Man 3 is being made as we speak. But if we stop talking, it will get made. That's why it's important to keep your commentary running on stream, children. I think that'll be totally different from 1 and 2. Even this game isn't shameless enough to recycle the same game 3 times in a row. Oh, I've dreamed of this moment. I wonder how it's gonna be. I'm already all excited. Anyway, let's check out the next issue of Game Fan Magazine, your one-stop shop for all your gaming needs. Available from $3.90, and the price keeps going up. Do you think Game Fan is like Nintendo Power, and even though it's going to go out of business in a few years, they're going to get really anal retentive about copyright claiming anybody who uploads scanned issues onto the internet? Like, dog, you don't sell the magazine anymore. You're not losing sales. Why is this important to you? Damn it, I want to read... you don't sell the games, and you don't sell the magazine proper. What are you... What? I'm trying to copyright claim Game Facts? Just for a freaking... Does anyone who works at Nintendo even work at... All the like, historical references you hear say that Nintendo is so anal retentive about... like, you know, piracy and fan games, and basically anything that isn't made by themselves, because their whole business model is based around averting a second Great Crash, but like... Come on, man, get with the times. Can a corporate culture really outlive so many people? Anyway, they're still reporting on Guadia Quest because they will never stop reporting on these 5 games. Whatever the case. We haven't even gotten far enough in the game to see this yet, but understanding the Guadia Quest pact system. Here are some recommended Guadias with locations. The Lost Guadia, available on the 3rd and 4th floor of the Dungeon of Darkness. It has awesome attack powers. The Aged Guadia. The early stage of the Celestial Tower delivers a powerful attack against other Guadias. And back to our special feature, The Adventure Chronicles of J. England, J3. Man, that name is too big to fit in your title, so I don't know why you're using it. Day 3. Explored the Dungeon of Darkness, and found a useful place to heal my party. As the enemies here are brutal, it's a great place to grind. The dungeon is huge, but if you keep leveling up, you'll be able to defeat most of the monsters and move on. I found Eligos on the 2nd floor. I don't know why I did that accent. Come on, connect. Oh god, it's dying on me. It's dying. That's not playing, so I suppose I should, keep going through emotions for the sake of VOD. Day 4. Got stuck while exploring the 3rd floor of the dungeon. These pits are so annoying. Man, these pits are just the pits.